Hello, and thank you for joining another energy workshop where today we'll be talking about healing our sexual wounds, sexual trauma, healing intimacy within ourselves, really growing from um, a space of creativity and passion. I want you to please excuse the angle, the lighting, all of that good stuff. I am away from home, and yeah, I didn't bring my tripod or my ring light. So I felt like this needed to get done and I have the energy to do it. So we're going to do it. So just going over my notes here, the intention that I wrote for this workshop is I am looking deeply into my sacral wounds, free of judgment, with the intention of healing. I honor my desires, sexuality, and experience, and I am empowered through this. I practice intimacy within myself, and in return, I am able to be honest, trusting, and intimate with others. And just a couple things for you to know about the sacral chakra. That is the chakra we're working with today. It's located in your lower abdomen. So if you find your navel, it's just going to be a few inches below there. Its element, it's water, and it's represented by the color orange. As you can see, all of my orange things here on the, well, they're all crystals. It's not really things, all crystals here laid out. So when your sacral region is balanced, it causes you to feel optimistic, passionate, creative. You have a healthy libido. When it is blocked, you might have a lower libido, a fear of intimacy, lower creativity, like not feeling as inspired, and it can also make you feel like you want to go into isolation, like you can't really connect with others in an intimate way. Well, I guess that's where we got lack of intimacy. And when it's overactive, you might find yourself being over emotional, and you might find yourself being hypersexual. And you can also find yourself being manipulative. And yeah, as you can see, those are extreme polars, but that's why we're working together today, so that we can help balance and remain in balance. So I do want to go ahead and give a trigger warning because, like I said in the beginning, we are healing sexual wounds and sexual trauma, and that can be very triggering for some of us depending on our experience. So I want to encourage you, if it feels heavy and if it feels like something that you can't take on right now, feel free to step away. Feel free to step away from the practice. And when it feels comfortable for you to come back, then you can revisit it. This workshop isn't going anywhere. It is digital. You'll have access to it. But I want this to be as beneficial for you as possible, right? We are going to be journaling and doing meditations that will take us back to different stages in our life. And at any moment you feel like it is too much, allow yourself to step away. Okay? Awesome. So what I actually want to do before we start our journal prompt is to go ahead and ground, because it's much easier to visit ourself, our inner self, when we feel safe, when we feel grounded and supported and just just in a good place. So go ahead and get in a position that feels comfortable for you and allow your eyes to lower. If for any reason you're not in a place where you can really close your eyes, or you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can focus on any of these items up here that I have sitting. Just bring your attention, lower your eyes, bring your attention to any of these items, or you can completely close your eyes. And now we'll just do some regular, normal breaths. allowing yourself to get comfortable and ease into an easy seat. And once we're there, we'll bring our attention to our breath. Taking an inhale in. And exhaling through our mouths. Another inhale in. And exhaling through the mouth. And another inhale in. Bringing your breath all the way to the base of your spine. And exhaling out. One more inhale, noticing anywhere that you feel tension or resistance, and releasing. Resting, free of resistance, Ashe. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and float your eyes open as we prepare to work on this journal prompt. So the question is, what is your relationship to your sexuality? And looking deeply into your sexuality, would you consider your experience prideful, shameful, or indifferent? That is our first question. How would you define your experience with your sexuality? How was your experience made? Excuse me. How has your experience made you feel empowered or invalidated? Has this shifted throughout your youth, adolescence, and adult life? And how can you show up for yourself now in a way that's honest, trusting, and nurturing? How can you practice true intimacy? So I want you to take a minute to consider these questions. If you have your journal, go ahead and write it down. If you don't, just think about it. And I'll repeat those questions for you. Let's go ahead and repeat those. Looking at your relationship to your sexuality, would you consider your experience prideful, shameful, or indifferent? How has your experience made you feel empowered or invalidated? Has this shifted through your youth, adolescent, and adult life? And how can you show up for yourself right now in a way that is honest, trusting, and nurturing? How can you practice true intimacy? I want you to consider these questions right now, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper. Looking at what you wrote, or thinking about how you considered these questions, I want you to show up as yourself right here, right now, today. The part of you that is interested in evolving and interested in healing. The part of you that is nurturing, the part of you that is caring, the part of you that is gentle and loving. Allow that person to show up for you right here, right now, so that you can console all of these parts of you that may have been hurt. What would this higher vibrational version of you say to this part of you who just wants to be acknowledged and wants to be cared for? What could you say, or what could you do in this moment to say, or to express, I love you, I care for you, I'm here to keep you safe, we are safe. Do you need to give yourself a hug? Do you need to give yourself a gentle caress? What is it that you need? Show up for yourself right now in that space so that you feel safe. Just take a few moments to show up for yourself right now in a way that feels safe. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. But I do want us to go on and work with our activation for today. And our activation today will be actually clearing our sacral chakra, cleansing our sacral chakra, and healing our sacral chakra. And I'm really excited because I've used this technique for different chakras actually, and it's very easy, super easy. Yeah, we're calling our power back, all right? So what I want you to do is rub your hands together for a few seconds, and then you can kind of feel the heat pulling off of them, pushing and pulling actually off of them when you pull them apart a little bit. And with this, we're just activating our palm chakras. And I do want to give a, disclaimer that I will be using the term source. So I just say that to be inclusive of however you look at that sort of energy. So source, divine energy, God energy, however you resonate and you associate with that energy, I will be using the term source to be inclusive of everybody's beliefs and alignment. So don't get offended if that is a term that you're not comfortable with or not used to. Just allow yourself to replace me saying source with however you resonate. Cool. So what we're doing now is just warming up our palm chakras. We're activating our energy here because we're going to be using our palms to pull energy that is no longer serving us and send energy. We're going to ask source to pull that energy from our bodies, from our being, from being housed and stored in this space. We're asking for that to be pulled and healed. And then after we do that, we're gonna swap hands and receive healing energy. So then we'll be asking source to send us healing energy to fill this space in that place, because you got to think, once that's going, there's still going to be, I don't want to say a hole, because like it's just, I don't know, it's weird how I look at things, but yeah, we're just going to be filling that space, filling that void. All right. So typically your left hand is going to be your receiving hand, your right hand is going to be your sending hand as energy flows from left to right. So what we want to do, and we're going to do a meditation with all of this, but I just want to explain so that you feel confident going into this practice, okay? So what we're going to do, and I'm actually going to use my heart chakra as a example, because of course you can't see my sacral chakra since I'm sitting down. If you place your left hand over your heart, so I'm placing my hand over my energy center, my heart, and I'm going to turn my right hand up. This is to send. I am setting the intention to send energy that is not serving my highest good to the divine. So I would suggest doing this laying down, if that is possible for you. If not, no worries. But what you want to do is reach that hand as far up, pointing up to the sky, connecting with that source energy as possible, right? This is extending that energy away from us, okay? That is how we'll send energy. And then at a point in the meditation, I'm going to ask you to swap hands. And we're going to do the opposite. Now we're receiving energy. Now we're going to put our right hand on the energy center, left hand to the sky as we draw in all that healing, loving energy. Okay? Go ahead and get comfortable. If you're laying down, allow yourself to start bringing your attention to your body, your awareness to your entire body, getting as relaxed as possible. Just coming to an easy, settled space. Going in with the intention of healing. The intention of releasing what is no longer serving you. The intention of receiving source energy. A divine light that is so warm. A divine light that is so loving and healing. And as we bring our attention to our body, allowing ourselves to feel as light as possible, relaxed as possible, at ease, let's just take a moment to invite in our guides, our angels, our ancestors, and of course, Source. We thank you for being present. We ask that you help us and guide us on this mission. Go ahead and place your left hand a few inches below your navel on your sacral chakra, and place your right hand on top of it. And here we'll take some deep rolling breaths. So we'll breathe in. Try to breathe into the space where your hands are as much as possible, and exhale. Feel the contraction, and then we inhale. And exhale. I want you to keep your inhales and exhales going. And imagine an orange light where this sacral region is. Take notice as to how that light looks for you. Is it bright? Is it dull? Is it vibrant? Is it everywhere? Is it concentrated? Or do you see nothing at all? Your experience is valid. Everyone is different, and we will all experience differently. But allow this space to become activated. Anywhere that you feel tension, breathe into it. And exhale. And we'll take some normal breaths now. You may start to feel a little bit of tingling in this area, maybe some sensation. So what you will do now is extend your right hand straight up. If you're sitting down, extend it straight up above your head. If you're laying down, extend it straight up in front of you, palms facing the heaven. And from this space, we ask our guides, ancestors, and angels to help us as we send this energy that is no longer serving us, that has caused us hurt and pain, discomfort, sorrow, feeling disempowered, all of that energy we ask that you help carry to the divine. Inhaling, exhaling, exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling, creating space. Exhaling, sending it up to the divine for healing. Ashe. Inhaling, creating space. Exhaling, sending that energy to the divine source energy. Ashe. All that is not serving us, you do not have a place here. This is not your home. I thank you for the lessons that I've learned, but it is time for you to go. It is time for you to see healing. It is time for you to reach the light. Inhaling, making space. Exhaling, pushing that energy to the light. Ashe. Creating space. Exhaling as we send that energy away to the light for healing. As we continue to take these breaths, I want you to just allow your guides to help you, allow your ancestors, your angels to help you. And feel this energy being drawn through your left hand up through your right hand as it's being pulled away easily. It's being pulled away easily. Palms facing up towards the heaven, we allow that energy to release from our palms, from our hands, as our angels, ancestors, guides help us bring that energy to the light for healing. That is not to say that we are ignoring it. That is not to say that we are abandoning it. We are simply sending it to the light for healing. And what that means is we are able to see it clearly. We are bringing the darkness to light to see it clearly. Without judgment and without criticism. We are able to show those spaces the love that we could not express in those moments. We're able to show ourselves the love that we could not express in that moment, and that is okay. You have grown past that point. You have grown past the point where you maybe didn't know better. You've grown past the point where you maybe didn't feel so safe. We are in a space where we are healing, healed, and whole. We are complete. We are taking control of our power. We are saying, yes, I can be sensual. Yes, I can be sexual. Yes, I can be passionate, all on my own terms, all in my own right. Ashe. We thank you. From this place, I want you to go ahead and change hands. So we're going to have our right palm facing down on our sacral region. Left hand is going to go straight up, palms to the heaven. And from this space, we ask the divine source, God, however you resonate, to send us loving, healing energy to fill this space. On our inhale, we draw all of that in, and on our exhale, we let it immerse our entire being. Inhale, drawing in a loving energy, saying thank you. We thank you. We're grateful for this opportunity to heal. We thank you for this opportunity to heal. Inhaling in, drawing that energy down. Can you see that light? Exhale. Can you see that light? Coming from the heavens through your hand down to your sacral region. Exhale. Deep inhale in. Allow yourself to fill with this loving light. Exhale. Stay here as long as you like. I know that release may have been intense. Keep breathing. If you feel emotional, if you feel the need to cry, do so. It is a release. We are healing, Ashe. So it says, so it shall be. We are healing. We are healed. We are whole. We love ourselves enough to be here, right now. And an embrace so sweet. Ashe. We're grateful for this opportunity to experience and explore new practices. Grateful for the opportunity to experience and explore with one another. I love you. And you can say to yourself as well, I love you. Continue to breathe. Allow that light to immerse your entire being. Allow that light to fully encapsulate your your sacral region. If you like, you can go ahead and place both palms back onto your sacral chakra. Just breathe into it. And notice that light. We're envisioning that orange colored light again. Did it change at all? How does this look to you now? I want you to go ahead and take this moment to sit easefully and notice whatever it is that source or your angels, ancestors, or guides want to say to you right now about nurturing this space. Ask them for guidance and clarity on how you can nurture this space moving forward. And allow yourself to just listen. if you need more time here, by all means, feel free to pause the video. I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I hope that you got what you needed. Feel free to return to this practice whenever you see yourself on either ends of that spectrum, I should say, of what we discussed earlier about your sacral chakra being blocked or overactive. When you find yourself acting out in either of these terms, bring yourself back to this practice so that you can recenter. Okay? I am gonna post a Patreon activation as well that will show you how to do a similar practice, but instead transferring the energy into a crystal. So I think that's very useful as well. Stronger, it amplifies the energy. One last thing, I just want to say every interaction is an energy exchange. So I am bringing my energy back to me and sending your energy back to you for our highest good. All else to the divine source for healing. And I hope to see you again soon.